This is a Saturday Morning TVLog from Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews.
Welcome to another Saturday Morning TVLog, and this time around it's Paw Paws, brought to us by Hanna-Barbera. Greetings, my fellow YouTubers. I'm Dual, the Big D to you. This is Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So this week's Saturday Morning TVLog is, well, another show direct from the syndicated block known as the Funtastic World of Hanna-Barbera. It's Paw Paws. Originally debuting in 1985 as, well, the third of the first three shows to come to the syndicated block on the weekend, since I've already talked about their first two, which were Yogi's Treasure Hunt and Galtar and the Golden Lands. Now then, the series name is a play on the pawpaw, a fruit cultivated by Native Americans and indigenous, to North America, and a play on words with a bear's paw. Now then, let's see. Now, here's the plot of this. Deep in a forest somewhere, a group of Native American bear cubs defending themselves from their enemies, the Minos, led by the sorcerer Darkpaw. Please don't mind the noise out there. Darkpaw and his henchmen were after the Paw Paws' three large wooden totems, which were Totem Bear, Totem Tortoise, and Totem Eagle. The totems also served as the tribe's protectors, coming to life when needed through means of Princess Paw Paw's mystic moonstone, which she wore around her neck to defend the village. Which each week, Princess Paw Paw and the rest of these here furry little critters take on Darkpaw and the Minos. Now, the show was similar to other Hanna-Barbera shows, most notably stuff like the Smurfs and recent series of theirs, including the Biscuits and Shirt Tails. Let's see, and as well as the Snorks. And layer stuff, and a layer program, which was the Pound Puppies. Now, the bears had names that denoted, their personalities. Those included, aside from Princess Paw Paw, we had Laughing Paw, Medicine Paw, Bumble Paw, and Brave Paw. Now, Brave Paw and Princess Paw Paw tended to be the leads, riding into adventure on their magical flying ponies, while Agent Wise Paw served as tribal advisor. So, in other words, it's also I almost forgot. It's also kind of similar to another recent Hanna-Barbera program, which was Munchies. The mascot of the group was a tiny dog by the name of Papuch. Now, I had not seen this show much as a kid. I might have caught it a tiny bit, but despite unfortunately did not have an affiliate, well, an independent affiliate that carried the Fantastic World of Hanna-Barbera, the show later got rerun on the USA Cartoon Express, which I think I might have seen a tiny bit of that, but it was Cartoon Network and Boomerang later showings is where I actually got to see more of Paw Paws. Well, it is a nice little tune and what have you, and I really do like it. Let's see. Now the series, well, which also goes is also known as Paw Paw Bears, which that's actually the theme song's title, is one show that I feel like some people might still remember, or maybe not, but I'm sure a lot of these kids would remember this show. Now, a total of 21 episodes were produced and aired. It only lasted a single season, ending in February of 1986. Of course, the show premiered in September of 1985. Now then, let's see. Now for the voice acting cast, we have a pretty good voice acting cast and what have you. Voicing Wise Paw is John Ingle, who most people might remember him as the scheming Edward Quartermain of ABC's General Hospital, and later the voice of Sarah's father, Mr. Treehorn, from The Land Before Time. Now, he also did appear on other shows. He had also performed in other shows, including well, after this, he would appear on Gimme a Break, Mama's Family, The Golden Girls, Night Court, and even the original Beverly Hills 90210. Oh, yeah, and Boy Meets World as well. So I really think that's pretty good and what have you. There's really not much to talk about Ingle, though. Oh, well. He, of course, is the chief leader of the Paw Paws and oldest in the group. Voicing Princess Paw Paw is Susan Blue, and this was one of her later voice acting roles. Now, of course, Blue is certainly a very well known name. Now, of course, that same year, she voiced Flim Flam in The 13 Ghosts of Scooby Doo on ABC, and she had recently voiced Kim in Ruby Spears' first series, Fang Face. She also later went on to lend her voice to the Filmation Ghostbusters series as well as her last series, Brave Star, and also appeared in Friday the 13th, Part 7, The New Blood. She also later voiced RC in the last two seasons of the original Transformers, and as well as lent her voice to Gem and the Holograms. And Bionic 6. And oh, there's so many to mention, what have you. Seriously, so many voices. I am gonna say this is a pretty cute character. I mean, I think she was very big. Now, this is what really introduced the cartoon world to her. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but of course, Fang Face was one of her earlier roles, but that really didn't quite make her big. Not yet, anyway. So anyway, now voicing Brave Paw is Tom Pinto, who I'm not familiar with. I don't know where I could find some of his voice acting. Mighty Paw, who is the biggest and strongest of the Paw Paws, is voiced by Robert Ridgely, who, of course, recently voiced Thundarr the Barbarian, as well as Tarzan, Lord of the Jungle, and Flash Gordon. He also appeared in numerous TV shows and movies. And let's see. I just know he's done several other voices and what have you. Voicing Laughing Paw, who well, is younger than the princess and is known for her sense of humor, is voiced by Alexandra Stollard. I'm not don't know much of her stuff, but yeah. And Pop-Pooch is has vocal effects done by Don Misick, who of course the original voice of Scooby Doo, as well as Papa Smurf and other characters at Hanna-Barbera at the time. And then, of course, the group's got to have one coward in one of you, and that's in Trembly Paw, who is voiced by Howard Morris, who voiced Adam Ant. He also voiced Jughead Jones in Filmation's Archie's franchise, and also went on to lend his voice to other shows, including the Police Academy cartoon, and he also voiced Bill Bailey. Yeah, voicing the shaman of the tribe, but is a bit of a quack, Medicine Paw, is voiced by Jerry Dexter, who impersonates funny guy W.C. Fields. Now, of course, Dexter's no stranger to working for Hanna-Barbera. He had recently voiced Chuck in Shazam, Hal in C-Lab 2020, Alan in the Josie and the Pussycats tunes. Let's see. Oh, yeah, and Drac Jr. in Drac Pack. And oh yeah, and Ted in Goober and the Ghost Chasers, and Gary Gulliver in The Adventures of Gulliver. He also voiced Aqualad in Filmation's Aquaman cartoon as well. Now, the tone mammals don't have voices except for the tone bear, where its vocal effects are done by Frank Welker, a well known voice actor. The Minos are the bad guys, and their leader is Darkpaw, voiced by Stanley Ralph Ross, who, of course, was well known for writing for the 60s Batman series, as well as being a developer for the Wonder Woman TV series. He had recently done voice acting work for Gorilla Grodd in The Challenge of the Super Friends and various other Super Friends tunes, and also taken over the voice for Brainiac after the death of Ted Cassidy, as well as Perry White in Ruby Spears' Superman animated series. A pretty good villain, and his personality echoes that of Moe from the Three Stooges. He carries around a magic staff, which he typically uses to zap his enemies, and when they get on Darkpaw's bad side, his own cohorts. And he's not as bright as you think he is. Now, only one of his colleagues doesn't speak, and that's Slippery Paw. Better known for his greasy long hair than for his intelligence, but smarter than the other one, Bumblepaw, voiced by Frank Welker. Now, Darkpaw's Aunt Pruny, is voiced by funny gal Ruth Buzzy. You may know her of Rowan Martin's Laughing fame, and from lots of other types of characters. They have other bays, the Greedy Greenies, green slimy monsters who are seen in a few episodes, and well, we really don't know no voices to be honest. The only other characters we know of are Nice Paw, who was a former Mino who used to be called Nasty Paw, who only appeared in one episode, and the other is Eugene the Genie, who appeared in a few episodes, a cat-like genie who is a friend of them, and has magic powers and a sassy attitude, especially towards Darkpaw. And he's voiced by Scatman Crothers, who of course you know best as Hong Kong Phooey's voice actor, and also the voice of Scat Cat in The Aristocats, and Meadowlark Lemon in the Harlem Globetrotters. I almost said Super Globetrotters. He was the voice of Nate Branch on Super Globetrotters. He voiced Jazz in the Transformers and also portrayed Louis the Garbage Man in Chico and the Man. Whew, that's that. But anyway, now there would be a bit of merchandising. There would be, well, a line of toys produced by Applause, who I actually do remember that company. I actually had some of their plush bears and what have you. There were also 2 to 3 inches tall figurines by PVC, which included Princess Paw Paw, Break Paw, My Paw, Papooch. Yeah, that was a different character. Medicine Paw and the Meals and other characters. Now they had accessories like a canoe or a cart. Papooch was also produced as a plush toy. They were only produced for a short time and are very rare today. Mm-hmm. Now, one of many children's animated series of the 80s, the film didn't leave a lasting impression on many viewers, unfortunately. In 2014, listed among 12 1980s cartoons that did not deserve remembrance, IO9 characterized it as obviously Hanna-Barbera was wrong and kind of racist. Well, that's understandable, but well, I feel like this show is pretty underrated, but I kind of like Paw Paws after watching it several times. In 2019, the show was released in a complete series set from the Warner Archive. That was one of the last shows to ever get released through the Warner Archive. They haven't received any more eventually. Now then, give me a second, I'll give you a look at the characters. Here's some beautiful art of the two main fun Paw Paws, Princess Paw Paw and Break Paw. Now, sorry I have to use my finger here to scan through this, but here's a look at the whole group of characters. I had to enlarge this so this way you can see all the characters. There we go, including the bad guys. So now you know about Paw Paws. A pretty underrated show, but kind of cute in ways. Definitely. Would I recommend this show? Well, I'd say just for fun, give it a try. I think you'll enjoy it. Anyway, now this show is pretty tough to find, but if you can find it somewhere on a streaming service, what have you, but if you can't find it, maybe somewhere like YouTube or I don't know, maybe the Internet Archive might have some episodes. Or try and find the complete series set. I think you can get this for a good price, at least I think. Well, yeah, you can get it for a pretty reasonable price. You can probably give for about, let's see, maybe about $20 at, well, stuff places like Walmart's website or Amazon. That's probably the cheapest you can probably find that. So, okay, so that's it. Now you know about Paw Paws, and there was lots of other merchandise as well. So, have you ever watched this series? Let me know what you thought about the Paw Paws. And just leave a comment for me in the comment section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Continue to help support my channel. Make it grow, make the views grow. And later tonight, you will catch the premiere of my spoiler-free review of Deadpool and Wolverine. I hope y'all are looking forward to that. So anyway, if you like this, check out the Saturday Morning TV logs I did for these other critter tunes from Hanna-Barbera. In the upper left-hand corner is the Saturday Morning TV log I did on Shirt Tails. The upper right-hand corner is the episode I did on the Biscuits, which is still one of the most viewed vids on the channel. Or go to the bottom left-hand corner and see the episode I did on Munchichis. And the bottom right hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe if you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., as well as the Saturday Morning TV log. Then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching, and next week's Saturday Morning TV log is my favorite Martians. So until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.